So Google has been spending a lot of time over the last month building out their AI studio, specifically the Vibe Code platform that they now have in Google AI Studio. So in this video, I actually want to go and do a specific use case showing some of the capabilities in the Google AI Studio for vibe coding and some of the updates that they've made that creates a more seamless experience for vibe coding in Gemini, the Google AI Studio. So I'm here in the build mode. So if you're on aistudio.google.com, you just go down from where the chat is to build, and then you can see all these different uh, options that you have for these are almost kind of like not plugins, but pre-built uh, components you could think of for your app. So the example that I want to do is I want to do something that's relevant to my life. So I want to build a web app that will allow me to get multiple images of myself to choose from when I'm creating videos or I just need an image of myself. And so what I will do is I'm going to prompt for this web app to get built, and we're going to see how this goes. So I would like to build a web app that would allow for me to generate multiple images of myself at the same time, like ideally 10 plus images at the same time. And these images should be generated from images that I drag and drop or upload that are actually of myself to supply to the app so that it can use that to then generate those images. All right, let's see what it said. I would like to build a web app that allows for the generation of multiple images of myself at the same time. Ideally, at least 10 images simultaneously. These images should be generated from images of myself that I drag and drop or upload. I will supply these images to the app so it can generate new ones. So what's interesting here is that it actually summarized what I said and actually made it more coherent, which is pretty dope. So I'm going to now look at these different components here that I can include. So you have a component that controls image aspect ratio. You have a component that can analyze images, that can generate images with a prompt. Then you have the NanoBanana image. So I'm going to include this because I know NanoBanana is really good at keeping that context and specifically generating images of specific people. So I'm going to put that here, and there could always be other scenarios added in, but let's start with this right here. I'm just going to go click on build. So in the AI Studio, there's this whole kind of space here where on the right side is where the app will appear. You can also view the code as the files start to compile. And then you have the preview here, and then on the left side is where the chat is happening. And you have these cards here, interestingly, which kind of allow you to add other features or models to use. All right, so you can see that it listed out all these components. If you click on any of them, then it shows you the code files that got created. So we're going to come back here to the preview. And so it lets you upload. So if I put this in full screen, it'll let you upload images. Then you can describe the edit you want to make, and then it'll generate 10 images. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab the images, or grab the image rather. Okay, so it's having me use an image. What I want is for it to be multiple images so that it's able to kind of draw, I guess, some conclusions on me. So I like to be able to upload multiple image references. So the output of the 10 plus images is the most accurate. And so one of the new features outside of this speech to text, which I just showed, is they have this Annotate App feature, which will actually allow you to specifically target text and very specific features and directly add them as context to the chat window for you to make an adjustment. All right, so for this modification that we're doing right here, allow users to upload multiple reference images to multiple image uploads, image preview grid, clear functionality, so you can clear it all to start fresh, and then a backend service to call the Gemini API to send all the reference images with the prompt. All right, so it looks like it's finished, but I'm not seeing, it says upload images. Let's see what happens. Let me just upload the first image right here. I've uploaded one image, and it looks like I can do it just off of one image, but okay, and I can upload other images. But let's say I don't know how many images I could upload at once, but let's see. That's 3. Let's see how many it lets me do. That's 4. Okay. That's 6 right there. Can't just do all of these right here. Yep. So these are 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. This is 16. These are 16 images. All right. So now for the edit, so let's see. An image of the person sitting down. How about this? Image of the person sitting down on a brown chair, legs crossed, smirking. All right. So I click generate, and now it's generating these 10 images. Let's see if it works the first time. So NanoBanana, I will say it tends to move pretty quickly. It doesn't take long for the images to generate. However, with this being 10 images that are being generated at the same time, we'll see what that looks like. And in theory, I mean, if you're able to generate 10 images at once, then you should probably be able to generate as many as you would want. Okay, here we go. So generated 10 images of me at once, literally at once. Now, so it doesn't let me sort of click on it to get a more close-up view, or to zoom in, which would be helpful because, like, you know, I can like just take a screenshot, right? And then if I wanted to then put it on a Canva, let's say I screenshot one of these and then put it on a Canva joint. Yes, this is a pretty good pick right here. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty good pick right here. I actually like this a lot. I like this a lot. This does look like me. What if I remove the background and keep the chair? That's cool. Okay, move this to the side over here. Yeah, I like this a lot. I actually like this a lot. This is dope. So it created 10 images of me. And so like the objective of this is that it doesn't always get the image exactly how you want it to be, right? So if you have an app where it will go and create 10 images of you, then, you know, one of them or a couple of them are bound to be something that you like, or more likely to give you something that you actually like. You could, I'm sure, change the prompt to be such that you have it do 10 different images of you, right? Or but they did it kind of like in 10 different perspectives. Just to show you one of the new features, so I mentioned this Annotate App feature. So if I click on this, and actually has some instructions here. All right, so I've got the Annotate App feature clicked. So now what it allowed me to do is I can actually now make changes literally on the application itself. So if I click on here, start sketching, you can do it in different colors. So let's say I wanted to annotate in purple, and I can start sketching. So I can say something like, I could point to this right here, like create an arrow. I think it's actually that's actually an arrow feature right here where I can just like point it down and turn that into arrow, right? You can add rectangle, so I can have an arrow and specify, okay, maybe I want to change the name of this, right? I can add text, you know, say something like change the name of AI image editor to I don't even know, image pick or something. Creatorpic. Let's call it creatorpic. I kind of like that. You can clear, you can undo, or you can add the comment. So change the name of the image AI image editor to creatorpic. Then you can add to the chat. So you could add. So I added a screenshot of the annotations I made to the chat. So I can say apply the edits shown in the screenshot. In addition, when I click on a generated image, it should enlarge it and allow me to download the pic. Let me to choose to download the pic. Let's go with that and see what changes it makes. So as you can see, the quality of this platform here, and just even from what I've seen from using it previously, it's high level. I mean, so far it hasn't errored out once, and hope I didn't just jinx that. But we've had no error so far. And this is it's just very impressive in the fact that, I mean, you can really build these. I mean, we are now in the age of personal software, right? Like I decided to work on this specifically because I want a way of being able to easily create images and specific scenes of myself when I need them that look like me. And I'm literally able to do something like that in one sitting. All right. So now there's one change I'm probably going to make. I want to probably change the subtext, but let's go ahead and try this out. So I see here, it says, here are the changes I've made to implement your request. I've updated the application's name. When you click on any of the images, a full screen mode will now appear, displaying a larger version. It includes a download button, and you can close it. All right, so full screen, or let's try this again. See if I can just upload it all at one time. Cool. And I'm going to say, this time I could say pic of me standing up with my hands in my pocket, black sweater, turtle neck, Smiling, looking forward. All right, so now it's generating those 10 images. And again, imagine you could say, make it 20 images, make it 50 images, but just keep in mind that you are using Gemini, the Gemini API for it. So you do have to kind of just be mindful that there are credits being used. But Google's about to take over, right? Because this is Gemini 2.5 Pro, and Gemini is excited to release Gemini 3.0 soon. So 3.0, I imagine, will not disappoint. And if the experience is this good with what we have here, I can only imagine how much in a way Gemini 3.0 will kind of just blow things away. Interesting. So you see this image, this small image I have here. This is interesting. It's interesting that I chose to kind of use this one as a reference one. I may just take this one at the bottom out, to be honest. But let's see if I like any of these first. This looks like someone putting up the Rockefeller sign. Yeah, not loving these, not loving these. Okay, so let's try this without that last pick right here. Let's go brown sweater, smiling, looking forward. All right, let's see what we got here. Do I like any of these? Let's see. Any I like in particular? That one looks like kind of like a fat version of me. This one's like somewhat okay. This one's decent. We could probably use this one. Doesn't look exactly like me, right? But we could probably use this one right here. All right, so then it generated a pic. Yeah, we could use this one right here. But yeah, so that's how it goes. And obviously, listen, the more accurate and better the pics you put up of yourself, then the better job it can give with the output. I also put pics of myself in glasses and without glasses. That may make a difference also. But yeah, so this is creatorpic. And then what you can do from here is now you can actually, first of all, you can save the app if you choose to. So I can just click on save app right here. And then you decide to copy the app. You can download the app, which will download the code files. You can even deploy the app to production, share it with people. But then what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go ahead and save this to GitHub. I'm going to call the GitHub repository creator-pic, and generate images of yourself. Generate up to 10 images of yourself at once based on a text prompt. And then you can make this private, you can make it public. So I'm actually going to make this public. So if you are in the description, you can actually go ahead and check this out. If you want to try this out yourself, if you want to fork this and just go ahead and use it. But we have achieved the personal software era. So now if I go over to GitHub, look up my repos, and it's crazy. GitHub just added, like every other platform, it's not added a chat, AI chat. So I could say, can you pull up my creatorpic repository? This is completely new. I've never seen this before. Oh wow, this is like, yep. So it happens right here, and I could just literally pull it up. I could just click on it, and then it'll pull up the repo. Yeah, that's a brand new feature in GitHub right here that just didn't exist before. You can create spaces in your GitHub now. You can create agents in GitHub, GitHub Copilot coding agent, Spark, which I don't even know what this is. You can create apps in GitHub. I believe that you have to be on GitHub Copilot Pro. Anyway, I'm digressing. So creatorpic is right here. You can check it out. It'll be in the description. This is what we have. creatorpic, Gemini, vibe code platform. You see what you can do with it. Go build, right? Like you have all the tools at your disposal. I'll be doing more videos like this with other platforms. There's been a lot of new releases lately. So there you have it. creatorpic, Gemini's, Google AI Studios vibe code platform. I'll see you guys next time.